Do you know what canbus is? Canbus systems are used in road vehicles like passenger cars and trucks in order to reduce the number of wires for the supply of all the electrical loads like lamps and electric windows, heaters, etc. This is an early canbus system which I developed in 1983, and I would like to show you what it consists of and how it works. There are some major components. This one is the control box, which has a number of switches and controls like the dashboard of a car. And this is the ground plate, which represents the steel body of a car and which is carrying return currents. There's the main power supply, this bus bar at 12 volt. In this case it is made of aluminum to save weight. And here these things are representing the rear end of the car, like tail lights, indicators, and this is the central part, which is a decoder. The central unit is reading the position of the switches and is composing a data signal which is traveling along this black and yellow thin data wire down to the decoder, and the decoder is, as the name says, decoding the signal and then providing power to the electrical loads here accordingly. So we have only one power line and one signal line connecting the control unit to the rear of the vehicle. The green light is on, that means system is ready. So let's see how it works. We test the indicator. It flashes beautifully. And on the other side of the car, the other indicator. They can flash individually or both together in case of an emergency. In this car you have only one tail light, but this is enough for illustrating the function of this principle, of this system. So let's operate the tail light. Red. And it's not interfering with the indicators at all. So these electrical loads, they operate independently. And the brake light starts immediately without any delay. So this everything is working by only using a thin data line here, yellow, black, to transport the information to the rear of the car and then decoding it. Let's have a look inside the control box. This is simply made out of amateur electronics, some discrete components. If you would, you can put all the functions, logical functions and timers, etc. on a single chip, which would cost maybe $2 or so. And the switches. But this is what I could afford as a student when I developed this system. The same applies for the decoder. There's some simple electronics also inside this tin can. And if you would like to have 2 or 3 decoders somewhere in the car, they are all identical, and so that brings down the cost even more. This particular system has 4 channels for 2 indicators, tail and brake light, but you can extend it to any number of channels in order to supply more electrical loads independently. What happened then? Well, in the same year, 83, I learned that German car component supplier Bosch started to develop a similar system, and I think in '86 they were rolled out on the market. I don't remember which car was the first one to carry such a system. So I was at the right time, but I had not the means and experience to achieve or to get a patent application granted for this. So I put it in the magazine, and after 40 years I retrieved it there, and it works fine still after all those years. But what I did after I have developed this, I made a publication, and that was published about the system, explaining the function, etc. And that was published in one of the German technical journals for the vehicle industry. Thank you.